Throughout our daily lives, we use everyday household items. We pass by things in our house that we don't really stop and pay attention to. And sometimes we don't really truly think about their significance to us. I've selected 3 items that, to me, once I really thought about them, they represented something a lot bigger in my life. I've chosen a box of Eternity Roses. I have selected my stethoscope, and then I have picked one of my daughter's bows. Isn't that cute? She has millions of these, by the way. This one was the one that just happened to catch my eye. My first item is a box of Eternity Roses that my boyfriend gave to me. He was living in California at the time, and he had sent them over for our first Valentine's Day together. To me, this reminds me of where we started as a couple and where we are now. These roses are technically only supposed to last a year. However, I believe these are going on about 2.5 years, I would say. And they still smell, and they're only falling apart right here, but they're placed in some type of sponge that has a certain chemical that keeps them alive for quite some time, as you can see. So these to me just kind of show that, we're strong and we've made it a couple years and we can keep on going. Now, my second item is my stethoscope. I have been a nurse for almost 6 years. I'm an LVN and currently getting my RN, which is why I'm taking this class, because I need it. But my stethoscope is something I use every day. At the beginning of my career, I remember, you go in with basic nursing knowledge, and a lot of that you have to build on and truly, become more clinically strong in. And working on a cardiac floor, I had to use this multiple times a day, and even not just on my own patients, but on my coworkers' patients. For example, like if one of my colleagues would pull me to the side, like, hey, I have this arrhythmia in this room, go listen. I would grab my stethoscope and go listen. And to me, this item is just very symbolic of how in the field I'm in, you never truly stop learning. And you just keep growing. So that's that. My third item is my daughter's bow. She can't use clip bows just yet because she doesn't have a lot of hair. So she uses all these head wraps. She has millions of them, like I mentioned previously. To me, I take a lot of pride in getting her dressed up and looking cute and matching her bow to her outfit at the very end. Initially, as a baby, she really hated them. But I would still put them on her because they looked cute. And like I said, I take pride in getting her dressed up. To me, now that she's older, I put her bow on and she just gives me a big old smile, and it almost gives her a boost of confidence. And I really hope that one day, I won't be putting bows on her at the age of 20, of course, but I hope that that is somewhat reflective of our relationship, that I can be there for her and be that boost of confidence in whichever way she may need in her life. And to me, thinking of what a bow does to her now at this stage, it just makes me wonder how great our relationship will be one day and how I continue to have that influence in her life also. So I mentioned again, my Eternity Roses, which symbolize my relationship. And, they usually sit on a shelf and I just pass by them. But when I really think about them, it just shows that together, if you care about somebody, you can overcome anything. My stethoscope, which is very representative of my career and, which is a big part of my life. And then a bow, which I hope is something, that boost of confidence a bow gives her now is something I can do for her as a mom growing. So these 3 items, I use them every day. I don't really stop and think like, oh, they represent this. No, I just use them. But with this assignment, I really wanted to hone in on the fact that even though it's just a bow, it means a lot more. Thank you.